guys. Glad you guys are here. Looks like a couple people. Hi, Becky and Marva. Glad you're both here. Oh, hi, Jan. Okay. Jan and Becky and Marva saying hi to everybody. Okay. Let's see. I think Becky's the only one on Facebook, right? Well, he's doing comments on Facebook right now. Oh, nope. Melissa just popped up. Hi, Melissa. Uh, you're going to go see, let's see. Oh, you're going to go see the Vietnam healing wall. Oh, good. Well, hope you enjoy it. Haven't seen that yet. Hi, Debbie and Jamie. Glad you guys are here. Gonna wait a little bit. We've got a few more people coming on. So I hope you guys are all having a good day today. Had a pretty good one today. It's not quite as hot as it has been, but it's still really sticky and humid here in Indiana. Hi, Crystal. And Jamie, I think I said hi to you. I'll make sure I didn't miss saying hi to you. Hi, Polly from North Carolina. How are you doing down there? I've got friends in both South Carolina and North Carolina. Haven't heard from the ones in South Carolina yet, but I know there's been a lot of flooding in both places, so hope you're doing okay. Hi, Robin. Okay, well, we've got a few more people on, so I'm going to go ahead and start talking about the door prize. Oh, first, make sure I don't have my little paper that I've been showing, but bonus days, you cannot earn any more bonus day coupons, but make sure you redeem the ones that you earned in July this month, because after August 31st, you're not going to be able to use them anymore. So make sure you redeem all of those coupon codes. You should have got an email from Stampin' Up as soon as you place that order. And when I talk about how you can get your card kits, the totals I'm giving you are after you redeem your coupons and before shipping and tax. So like you can see the little ticker at the bottom, a $40 order. If you've got one coupon, it's a $5 coupon. You need to go up to at least a $45 order, because once you use that coupon, then it'll go back to 40. I don't get paid for the coupon coming off, so that's why I've got to keep it at the 40 commission. So after you've used your coupons, that's the total you go with. And of course, before shipping and tax. Oh, get this to auto scroll again. Let's see. Last one I said hi to is Robin. Oh, hi, Peggy from Minnesota. Glad you're here. Lots of rain, Polly, I bet. Hi, Deborah. Somebody on my team. Glad you're here from North Carolina. And I knew there was someone else in North Carolina. Hope you're doing okay too. I knew I had another person. I've got some friends that just moved to North Carolina. Well, they were in North Carolina, then they moved to Minnesota, and then they're back down in North Carolina. I just found out. So known them as long as I've known my husband. I met him all at the same time. Same with my friends down in South Carolina too. Okay. They've got a few people doing the hashtag door prize. I'll talk about that here in just a minute. For those of you that already know how it works, you can go ahead and do those now. That is fine. Okay. I don't think I've missed any other comments. Okay. So I told you about the coupons. Make sure that you use the total that's after you take your coupons off and before shipping and tax. But I'll explain the class here in just a minute. And if I talk about any links, I always forget to say this at the beginning. I want to say it now so everybody understands. When you're on Facebook, whenever I bring up any links, including the Card Class at Home link, look at the top of my page and click the Learn More button. And the link that says Get Free Stuff When You Order From Me, that's the one you click on to learn about the Card Class at Home. Get the host code and all that good stuff. All the information's there. And then all my other links that I might mention, like my online store, my blog, things like that. If you're watching on YouTube, all of the links are down below in the video description. So you want to click more where it says description, and you'll see all the links, including, and for the class, I'll just say Card Class at Home. Now, if you look at those links, the Get Free Stuff From Me and the Card Class at Home link, if you click on that after August 14th, then you will see what I'm currently offering. But this one is the one I'm doing here tonight is available till the end of the day of next Wednesday, August 14th. Okay. Got that all the way. Now we'll get some door prizes going here. I know I saw some at the side glance. Oh, hi, Sharon Milburn. Glad you're here. And Peggy, I don't think I said hi to you. I'm seeing a bunch of names I haven't said hi to. Bunch of hashtag door prizes. Oh, hi, Myra from Iowa. I think I missed you on there. Oh, hi, Ellen. Glad you got to come back. And you're in North Carolina. I'm North Dakota. I'm got Carolina on my mind. Originally from Indiana. Okay, I don't think I realized that. Fellow Hoosier. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna lift. Well, I don't want to lift it up because then my head gets chopped off. Let's see here. Lauren from Philadelphia. Glad you're here. Oh, did you have heavy rain, Deborah? I'm going to pop this up just a little bit. My head's going to look a little funny, but I've got a glare here. You had heavy rain overnight, but mostly drizzle during the day. Good. I'm glad it's getting better. Oh, even a little sunshine. That's nice. That'll help dry up all that rain. Okay. Well, now we will start in the door prizes. Let me go ahead and click down here. You are going to see my left wrist. I don't know. I've had problems with it before, so I kind of wonder if it's the beginnings of maybe carpal tunnel or something. But after I wear this for a few days, it goes completely away. Well, for some reason, I went to bed Monday night. Wrist wasn't hurting at all. Everything was fine. I haven't had it hurt actually for quite a while. And then I woke up Tuesday morning and it was killing me. I couldn't move it a certain way. I don't know. I must have slept on it wrong. I did something because it was just instant pain the next morning. So I've been wearing this. Thankfully today, the last 2 days, it's been hurting pretty good. But today it's doing so much better. But I'm going to leave this on for a while. So I make sure it's definitely all better. Because every once in a while I can still feel it. But I thought I'm going to go ahead and keep it on here during the videos so I don't tweak it again. I might have to take it off if it starts getting in the way, but I can usually still stamp with it. But it's nothing bad. I was afraid I was going to have to go to the doctor, but after today, it's been so much better today. So I can tell I'm getting better. I just must have slept on it wrong. Okay, now everybody that commented hashtag door prize during the live last week and the replay are in the drawing for this. These are the adhesive-backed speckled dots. These are really nice for fall. It actually is in that latte suite that's in the online exclusives on the in the online store. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my little prize wheel here. That's got all the names on it. So let's see who's going to win. Just post-it notes out here. Oh, I thought it was going to be Lorraine there for that. I don't think you have won before, April. I've seen your name a few times, of course, but I don't think you've won yet. So I can't remember if you watched on YouTube or Facebook, but what you want to do, congratulations, by the way. What you're going to want to do is, let me switch screens here. You're going to want to message me if you're watching on Facebook, or you can, if you're watching on YouTube, go down to that video description I was talking about, and there's a contact me link. Click on that and give me your mailing address, and I'll get these mailed out to you. And that is the swirl. I can never remember the names of these. Oh, speckled dots. That's right. I keep wanting to call them swirl dots, and they're not. They're speckled dots. That's what throws me. So congratulations, April. I like to get, I like my regulars to get them, of course, but it's nice to see somebody that hasn't won anything yet. That's fun. Okay, now to talk about this week's. I got 2 of the embellishments that are in the, oh, wait a minute. Did I get those out again? I think I did. Oh, that's funny. I didn't realize that. Okay, you are going to get another. Oh, actually, that's what was throwing me. These are, I knew these didn't look right. That's why I couldn't remember the name. These are from Mini last year. Okay, so these are, we're back with the fall suite I think we had last year. So that's why it reminded me of fall. But this would also work with a latte set. But yeah, that was something from a mini. So this is retired. So April, you got those. I love the colors in this. So you're going to like those a lot. So this one is for everybody that's watching live here tonight. You have to live in the United States to be part of my door prize, since this is product per Stampin' Up rules. So if you live in the United States and you do want to be in my drawing, make sure that you put in hashtag door prize. Type it in just like you see it there, all small letters, no spaces, and make sure you get that hashtag at the beginning. The reason you have to type it in just like you're seeing right there see if I can get mine right here on the screen. I'm trying to get, there we go. Right there. It's so weird. There we go. Right where my finger's pointing. Make sure that you type it in just like you see it there, because I have a program that pulls all the comments, and it has to be typed in just right so it can recognize that you're being put in the drawing. But you'll see some people have already put theirs on, to just type it in just like they've got it. So that is for these. These are the iridescent faceted gems. I'm going to take the ticker down just for a second. It gives me a little more room on the screen. And these are so neat. They're 2 different sizes. You can tell a little bit. They actually look even prettier in person, but you can see that they're iridescent a little bit there on the video. But I used these in a class a few weeks ago, the Round We Go, and I have used these so many times. So this has now become one of my favorite embellishments. They are so pretty. I can see these looking really pretty with winter projects too. So that is everybody that's watching the live here tonight, and lives in the United States. And I will be doing the drawing for the winner at the end of the video here tonight, live. And then this is what I thought the others were. These are the swirl dots. That's what was throwing me. These are the swirl dots. These are the part of the latte suite that's in the online exclusives. So I got this pack out, and everybody that does the hashtag door prize here tonight during the live, and everybody that does the hashtag door prize that lives in the United States, from now until noon, August. Actually, you're going to have 2 weeks. So it's August. Let me look at my calendar. I can probably figure it out in my head, but I don't feel like doing it tonight. August 22nd. So you've got until noon, August 22nd, Eastern time to get to do a hashtag door prize for this in this video. And you'll get put in the drawing for that. The reason it's going to be 2 weeks, a couple of you that are watching already know about this. At least one of you, Robin, does. I'm going to be at a scrapbooking event again. Well, I used to be charged of one back in January. That one's not happening anymore. But there are 2 in the summer that I do. I did the one in June and now the one in August. And this is probably my favorite one because we go stay in a hotel and everything and just take it easy. I love it. So that's where I'm going to be next week. If I have time, I'll try to do recorded one, but I really don't think I'm going to be able to, because I'm part of a blog hop that's starting up again. There's one stamp. Let's see. OSAT, one stamp at a time. I had to think about that for a minute. I've been in that blog hop for a couple of years now, but we kind of took a few months off. Now we're getting back into it. So I've got to get that project done for Tuesday. I'm hoping to have a 12 weeks of fall and Halloween up on Monday. So I probably won't get a live done next week. So I wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. So I'm going to, but this is for, so you've got 2 weeks if you're watching the replay to get your name in on this, doing the hashtag door prize. Okay, done with that. Now it's time for the class. Bring this up again, and I'm going to bring up that so you can see the host code all the time. For those of you that haven't watched before, if you place a $40 order before shipping and tax and after you've redeemed those coupons I talked about at the beginning, you will get these card kits for free. You do have to use that host code that you see on the screen. Oh, where'd that? There we go. So you get the kits to make 2 each of the cards I'm going to make here tonight. If you bump it up to a $50 order before shipping and tax and after the coupons, you'll also get the Adhesive-Backed Shiny Sequins. These are actually part of the Flowering Zinnias suite that's in the online exclusives. And you know what I just realized I forgot to do? Well, we'll go ahead and talk this over. I forgot to bring my cards over here and my cheat sheet to tell you all the sizes. So I will have to go get those here in just a minute because I'm lost without those. I knew I was forgetting something. Things went too smoothly. So let's go ahead and go over this again. I've got the, if you place that $40 order using that host code, and that's before shipping and tax and after your coupon, you get these kits for free to make 2 each of the cards. $50 order before shipping and tax with the host code. You will also get this. The shiny sequins. And I love these. They are so cool. It's lemon lime twist, lemon lolly, pumpkin pie, and melon mambo. And these are perfect with the DSP that I'm featuring here tonight. And I might as well show you that here. Lemon lolly is not one of the yellows in the paper, but these, with them being shiny, I actually think there's different shadings in them. So it goes really good with the crushed curry and the daffodil delight that's also in the paper. But lemon lime twist, pumpkin pie, and the melon mambo is in the paper. So I knew those sequins would be perfect. So let me show you this. And while I'm bringing this out, this is a 6x6 pack. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, Lorraine. I love to hear that. She says she loves our crafty time. I like it too. I'm glad you're liking it too. Okay. Oh, now I realize what you said. Enjoy my craft. There is such a glare on the screen. It's crazy. I will enjoy it. Thank you. I'm glad. Hope you're enjoying the class too. I'm sure you are. I know you come back every week, so you must like it. Hi, Polly. Let's see, Polly says, I do scrapbook, but it has been such a long time ago. I usually go and make cards. That's what Robin and I do most of the time. I definitely want to get back into scrapbooking, and I'm hoping to start doing that real soon. And I'm excited because I think it's starting in September. We're going to start carrying some more scrapbooking type products. Now that close to my heart uh, makers have come over to Stampin' Up, we're going to have some fun scrapbooking stuff, and I can't wait to see it. They haven't even shown us yet. We'll find out. I think they might tell us at the end of August, but we'll definitely know by September when it goes live for customers. We won't be able to pre-order the new scrapbooking stuff. I do have a box that just showed up at my doorstep today with my holiday mini catalog. It's actually September to December mini catalog. I pre-ordered a bunch of stuff from that. So I'll be sharing that with my team. I used to do unboxing video for everybody, but now I've gotten to where I just do my unboxing with my team. So anybody watch my team, like I know Robin's on here. I think I saw Deborah on here. Hopefully you guys can make it to that Monday night meeting. It's just going to be a quick one looking at all the stuff I got. And I was able to get a lot because I earned some free stuff. Okay, so I will help and show you this, and then I'm going to go grab those cards so that way I can remember what I did and get all my cheat sheets out. But what I was getting ready to say, the designers, so there we have, I can't remember how many packs, but there's just a lot of the annual catalog designer series paper is on sale this month. It's 15% off. Let's see, Polly just said, I'm anxious to see. Oh, me too. I can't wait to see the new Stampin' Up scrapbooking products. You can still scrapbook with what we have, but we had more scrapbooking stuff when I first started. We had quite a bit actually, and I'm glad we're going to be getting some more stuff like that. So I'm getting excited. I miss our old albums. We used to have really nice photo albums. I loved them. So I'm getting excited. I can't wait. Okay, so this is 15% off. This is called Full of Life. I'm glad I remembered that since I don't have my cheat sheet out. But the colors in this are so bright. I have to admit, I used to do a lot of bright colored cards. Now I don't do as many. So the ones I did here tonight were a stretch, but I end up liking how they turned out. But I think that is the neat piece here. And there's the other side. It's all part of the Full of Life suite that's in the annual catalog. And I like that too. So with this being a 6x6 pack, you get 4 of each double-sided design, and there are 12 designs in it. There's this one, or you can look at it this way, whichever. And this one, I loved the brushstroke look. I think those might be my favorite sides. I did, and ended up only using one of them, I think, tonight. But then I did use, you're going to see this dotted one on my first card. And this side, I tried to pick out pieces that would look good for multiples since I'm making card kits. So some of these I didn't think would look right if I started cutting them up for everybody. Everybody would get pieces that look totally different. So that kind of limited to how many I could pick out, but there's so many neat ones. I love that one too. The colors are just really pretty. So I was trying to read one of these here. Oh yeah, I do like these bright colors too. Cindy, I do. They are really pretty. They are definitely summery looking, if that's a word. Is summery a word? Still summer, even though school has started here in Indiana. I know there's some states it hasn't started yet. I think there are even still some states that wait till after Labor Day, but my goodness, we haven't done that in Indiana since I know. I think right before I started going to school, which was eons ago, people waited till after Labor Day. When I started, we always started like the Thursday before Labor Day. I always thought it was strange. We go Thursday and Friday, and then Labor Day we'd have off. I always thought that was strange. But we were real close to that. Now they go back so early. And we've got this one here. This is one of the ones I'm using tonight. I thought that one was cool. But I think they're all cool. I really like them a lot. I really like these sunburst type ones. And it wasn't that one cool. So that is the Full of Life Designer Series paper. I am going to go grab my cards. Just hold on just a second. Can't believe I forgot those. Okay, I'm back. Let's see where I'm going to put these since I can't really set them up because I don't want you guys sitting there being bored. Here, I will do this. You've seen pictures of them, but I really don't want you to. I usually don't show them until after I make them. So here we go. You know what? I am going to have to tape these up. Sorry about this, guys. I thought sure I had this set up. Now that it's not on me, I can pop this up. I might be able to see your comments. Oh, Cindy, you're from Central Indiana? I don't think I knew that. I think I've seen you on here before. Well, that's cool. Let me get this on here. I love seeing all of you from different countries and different states that come on. But it's also neat to have my fellow Hoosiers come on. I've lived in Indiana my whole life. Actually, in this area, too. I've always been, I guess I lived in Danville, Indiana, the first few months of my life. Or, no, actually, a couple weeks. Well, it might have been the first couple months. Well, it definitely was. I was a preemie back in the 60s. So I was in the hospital for like 3 weeks. That was back when it was really scary to be a preemie. Okay. Can't tell it now, though. I'm almost set up. Sorry, guys. This is embarrassing, but I've got to have this set up so I can see, remember what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm set. Okay, now I can give you the sizes and everything. Okay, here we go. Card number 1. Oh, I do want to show you the bundle. This is the Inspiring Snapdragons. When I got to look at things, I thought, you know what? I used to have snapdragons. I used to plant them in my yard. I need to start doing that again because I love these flowers. Aren't these pretty? I'm going to take the ticker down now that we're going to start playing so you can see it a little better. But I'm actually using every single stamp in the stamp set. And then I'm going to be using all the dies except for these right here. I was going to use these. They can be stems, they can be grass blades, but they ended up not working with the cards I was doing. But I am going to use all the other dies. And Cheryl's from Indianapolis. My goodness. Oh, Cindy's from New Palestine. That's where my aunt and uncle used to live. Okay. Yeah, I've lived in Danville for a couple months of my life, then moved to Mooresville, which is where I live now, and then we moved to Plainfield. And I lived graduated from high school in Plainfield. Then when I got married, my husband lived here in Mooresville, so back in Mooresville and been here for 35 years. Yes, that's terrible. I forgot how long I've been married there for a second. Okay, now I've got my pretty and pink. I love this pink. I'm glad it came back for a little while. 5.5 by 8.5. For those of you that have been around Stampin' Up for a while, you'll remember Pretty in Pink. This is one of our core colors. It was in the Subtles collection. It's such a pretty pink, which is perfect for the name. So there's the card base. Actually, I'm doing these out of order. Oh, no, I put them out of order. Here, my goodness. This time it wasn't technical problems. This was human error tonight. There we go. There we go. Put that to the side. Now, I love this one. This one, Petunia Pop, is a pretty color. I love this. It's 4 by 5.25, and I used it with a really neat embossing folder. You've seen me use it before. This is, it's Dashing Designs. I keep wanting to call it Dashing Details. It's Dashing Designs. I can show it to you here real quick. It is a 3Ds. It's a little thicker. And then I've got this piece here. I've got one of the designs, if you remember, had larger circles. So this is going to be the inside of the card. This is the one I'm using on the outside. So I can go ahead and put this on. This is a 4 by 2 inch piece. Oh, Cheryl, you started Stampin' Up in 2001. You're a little before me. I was 2003 when I became a demo. Now, I've probably been using Stampin' Up products that long. I think it was it definitely was around 2001 when I started. I was the creative, so what was my title? Creative something or other director of our MOPS group at church. That was my first taste of teaching people how to do craft stuff. Wasn't sure if I could do it, and that's when I started doing it. And Then I was introduced to Stampin' Up actually when I was doing that, so it has been that long. But I haven't been a demonstrator. I started in 2003. I've got this here. And Tanya, you're from Central Illinois. Yeah, I've got, it's funny, it's a small world. I've got two brothers live in Central Illinois. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put this on the card base. I'm not going to put any ribbon on here. Now you can do it whichever way. I see some people just make little lines across. I always make sure I've got some on each corner so the corners don't pop up. But you don't have to cover the whole piece up. That'll just, you'll use up way too much of your adhesive that way. It doesn't need to be that much. Okay, now that's all I can do right now without stamping. So let's go ahead and get some stamping done. This is going to be in the kit. I forgot to tell you this with the card kits. You probably figured this out. I do all the embossing. So everything you see me using here tonight is the way it's going to be in the kit, but you're going to get ×2. So I do all the embossing and I do all the die cutting of things that are not part of the bundle. If it's part of the bundle, you'll have to do that yourself, or you can substitute with another bundle and you can use the pieces of paper that I give you for those die cuts with the bundle you're using. But I'm using deckled circles. I love these. Love all the circles too. And whenever I say a number, like I'm using the number 6 die, I always start with the number 1 is the small one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the one that I used to die cut this out. And that is a pretty and pink piece. And it was die cut with, it was a 3x3 square when I die cut it. So I'm going to put this down. This is a cling stamp set. So it's red rubber. So I'm not going to worry about grabbing my, well, I got something sticky on that one. Stampin' Pierce mat. I really don't need it tonight. I'm going to use the speckled one right here. Take my pretty and pink ink. I'm just going to stamp a few in different places, leave a few spaces. Just randomly put them all over. Actually, looks like I made lines that way. So there, that's better. So that's looks pretty good. So I got little speckles on there. And now I need to grab, there are 2 dragonflies. I'm going to grab this one, the full one, and Petunia Pop ink. And I'm going to stamp it in the top left corner. At least that's how it's going to be when I put it down on the card stock. Actually, I can go ahead and do, well, let's get the other thing stamped real quick. This is a piece of basic white that is 2.5 by 1. And I'm going to use the stamp that says, "So sorry." Oh, hi, Becky. Glad you could make it. Okay. Let's see. Cheryl says, oh, you became demonstrator at the same time. You used it. Oh, used it since 2000. Yep. We're all old timers, aren't we? So I'm going to take my Melon Mambo. That's what color this is. And I'm going to stamp it on the left side, left end, not right in the middle. I want to have a little space here because this is going to be tucked under the flowers. So I put these to the side. I'm going to grab, I still want my Melon Mambo out, and I want Petunia Pop and Lemon Lime Twist. I'm going to grab the big piece here. Inside the kit, you're going to find an 8.5 by 3 3/4. This is going to be for both of your cards. And I do believe, yeah, because that's not wide enough, so you're going to have to stamp them like this. So I'm going to stamp off the 2 I'm using on this one just right here. But I'm going to use the big one. I wanted colors. I wanted my leaves to be green, and I'm using 2 colors for up here. So to start off with, I'm going to take my Petunia Pop, use my sponge dauber, and I'm going to just pounce all over this. I think this is a lot faster than using the markers, or Stampin' Right markers, that is. Then I wanted to have a little bit of pink going around the outside of it. So it takes the Melon Mambo and just go right along the edges, maybe a little bit more on the top of the flowers. Okay. And then I'm going to take my Lemon Lime Twist. and just do the leaves. Now, if they're real small sections of a stamp, this is a big stamp, so the sponge stoppers work great. When they're smaller, then I think the markers probably are better. But I don't have to huff on it. With markers, you have to huff on it. The ink pads stay wet just a little bit longer than the markers. So hold that down for a few seconds. There we go. There we go. My Melon Mambo sponge stopper has seen better days. It's hard to tell in that video, but it's starting to fall apart on me, so I'm going to have to get a new one. I've got some in there. I meant to grab a new one. Oops, to replace it, and I forgot. Got a little bit of ink. Oh, well, it looks good. Now, there are two different sizes, other sizes. Here's the medium-sized one, the smaller one. I'm going to be using the smaller one. I'll make sure I was remembering right. And I'm going to ink this one up the same way. I'm going to take my Petunia Pop, put it all over the flower part, and then I'm going to take boy, it's really falling apart. I'm getting little pieces all over my ink pad. I'm really going to wish I had changed that. I will do that after this video is over for sure. And then I'll stamp the little one right here. Oh my goodness, I forgot my green. We'll do this again. I'm going to clean it. If you ever do that, since I've got two different colors on here, before you use it again, you really should clean it again. Can't believe I did that. But when you do it, you will definitely be able to get your two down here, and you'll still have this big spot here. But I'm going to have to take up some of my other spot. Let's grab my Petunia Pop again. I'm just batting 1,000 tonight. My goodness. Now I'm going to grab my Melon Mambo. But that's what you get in life sometimes. Bloopers can't be edited out. Now I'm going to use my Lemon Lime Twist. Now I can do this. I think I'm going to go upside down, then I'll still have more room if I want to do that cardigan. Oh, that looks much better. So there's the little one. But I like having the different shadings. There we go. I blew off the pieces of the sponge stopper that were on there. I don't know if you can tell, I've got a bunch of granules on here now. I can't remember if I use this anymore or not. Don't think I do, so that's good. I will clean that up later. Okay, now, oh no, I do need a stamp. Nope, that is all stamping I'm doing on this card. So I'm going to go ahead and close these up real quick. Bring the die cutting machine in. Oh, I want to put this over here. Trying to stay organized here tonight. Last week, it was me losing everything. Tonight was just me forgetting things. Okay. Bring this in. And when you die cut with our machine, you use the base platform. Oh, hi, Paula and Karen. Glad you're here. Oh, and Sharon, you're loving the colors. Good. I was going to say, I knew I'd said hi to you earlier. But don't worry, Paula and Karen, this is still the first card. I had forgotten to set up some things, so I'm running a little behind. Okay, now I'm going to grab the dies. This is the smallest one, and there's the biggest one. Those are the two I need. Oh, there we go. You just fill that in. And if you notice, I have a little bit of pink on my green leaves. I'm okay with that. Well, I'm really making a mess. That sponge stopper, I think it's still going to look okay once I die cut. But that sponge stopper really messed this piece of paper up. I am throwing that one away as soon as the video's over. It wasn't that bad yesterday when I made these. It must have deteriorated more overnight. And this is the one I didn't mess up, so we'll go ahead and this one on. And there is a little hole for this one. It's a little hard to tell, but sometimes you can, here, I'm kind of away from my microphone. Mainly if you look at the flowers and see those lined up, but if you want to see a little bit of green right there, and I can, once I pushed it down, I could see it, so I'm good. That way I know I've got everything lined up just right. Then you put another standard cutting plate on top, and that means it's all ready to die cut. Oh, hi, Gwen from Minnesota. Got a couple Minnesota, at least 2 Minnesota people here tonight. Okay. So now I've got this one. Aren't those Snapdragons pretty? I like them. Okay. Get my tape back on my machines. And for those of you that don't know, this Post-it tape that I'm using. There we go. It's just a real nice tape. It keeps the dies in place, but it doesn't tear up your cardstock. All right. So now I can put this to the side. I throw that away since I've messed it up. Now I can finish the card. Bring this in. I'm going to put the circle. That to dry a little bit. I'm going to put some seal on it. Move that. Oh, there it is. And I'm going to put this in the middle, but I want to make sure, and I'm only going to lay it down and not push it down all the way. Actually, that's higher up than I want it to be. That's a nice thing. For the first 10 minutes or so, that's our old adhesive, Stampin' Seal, you can move your paper. You can usually lift it up without tearing it up, especially when you've got an embossed layer. But it'll come up like the first 10 minutes. After that, it does become permanent. But that gives you a little time to fix stuff when you mess it up. There, I definitely had that up too high. So this one, I like the dragonfly up here in the top left corner. I'm going to center that on that DSP. That looks pretty good. Now this one, I'm going to put on, actually, I want to grab my So Sorry first. Let's put some adhesive on this, just so it's ready. And I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of the tallest Snapdragon. Ugh. Now this is going to go about right here. I want to see if it's going to work with this. Oh yeah, it's going to be fine. So make sure it's straight. Push that down. And once again, I'm just going to lay this down without pushing it down. Well, I'll push it down a little bit, but not much. That way I can lift it up if I need to. I want to put that on with dimensionals. So the smaller one goes on with dimensionals. Put one here. About here in the middle. And I'm going to clip off one of these half ones. I use every bit of my Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to put it up here near the top just so it can support it. Actually, let's try it this way. I don't want it to be seen. There we go. I wanted the little pointed part to be on this little piece that was sticking out. Yeah, I can't see it on the other side, so I'm good. I need to clean my fingers off. That sponge dauber was lethal. Okay, now I'm going to take the paper backings off. And this is going to go right here. I'm going to make sure I don't cover up my sorry, but I kind of like it angled a little bit. I think I'm going to move it over just a little bit. So with dimensionals, you definitely do not want to push down because it is permanent once you push down. That looks pretty good. So there we go. The front's done, except for the bling. We'll put that on just a minute. This is a 4x1 inch piece. And I'm going to put it on the inside layer. This is a 4x5 1/4 inch piece of basic white. Turn this over. I want to make sure I had enough DSP for the card kit. So that's why I use the small circles and the larger ones down here. You can put it all the way to the bottom or leave a little bit of a white border at the bottom. And I'm kind of like the white border, so I'm going to do that. And this can go on the inside of the card. And then I'll grab the shiny sequins. And I'm going to use the lemon lolly. I'm going to use the lemon lime twist. Got 2 colors that start with lemon. Which, Robin, you should like that if you're still here. I'm going to grab my large sequin lemon lime. Put it right there. Then I'm going to grab a small right there. And then I'm going to grab a large one, put it about here, and a little one right here. Normally when you put on dimensionals, or not dimensionals, any embellishments, you do odd numbers. Now I did use 4, but grouping these together is kind of like 1. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. So that still ends up being 3, even though I used total of 4. This is just kind of like a little grouping, so those kind of count as 1 now. So there you go. There is the first card. These cards don't take too long, which is good since I delayed the video by forgetting to get some stuff out. So there's the first one. The next one, you are not going to believe how quick it is. I have not made a 1-layer card forever. I guess technically this isn't, and you'll understand that here in a minute. But these Snapdragon stamps are so pretty. You don't need a lot of layers to make a pretty card. And it's actually, I think this next one is my favorite, even though it's only 1 layer. It's going to be super easy with my card kit. So what's going to be in there is the card base. This is a piece of thick basic white, the 8.5 by 5.5. Let's see, I'm going to sit down here so I can see some of your comments because I am not seeing them standing up. Oh, thanks, Becky. I'm glad you like, she says, bright and cheerful. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks, Marva. I'm glad you guys are liking the card. Okay. So this is thick basic white. This is regular basic white. This one is a 5.5 by 1 1/4. This is going to be enough for both of your cards. So all we're going to do on this one, so I'm going to go and do it real quick. I need both of the dragonflies. I need to clean off this one. If you can tell, I've got a new chamois. I got all the good out of that last one I could get. It started falling apart. It has so much stuff on it. They do last a while, but that one needed to go to pasture. So I'm going to grab this one here. I'm going to grab Pretty in Pink. Oh, thanks, Tanya. I'm glad you like it. I knew you'd like that, Robin. Robin loves lemons. Okay, so I've got the full with my Pretty in Pink, and then the one that's kind of flying at the side with Pretty in Pink. And these are what are going to make it so where it's not technically a 1-layer card, because I'm going to put these on with dimensionals. So you know what? No, let's go ahead and get the stamping done. This being thick basic white, I like to score it before I fold it. So I'm going to do this, line it up at the 4 1/4 inch mark, because that's the halfway point of an 8.5 inch side. The light blade of our trimmer is the scoring blade. Just go over it a few times. Because with a thick one, sometimes it doesn't like to fold real well without a score line. So that's why I do that. So now it's all ready to go. I'm still going to use my bone folder to get that fold better. Okay. Now, I better get my chamois back out. There are only 3 of these Snapdragons, and I use them on all the cards, but in different colors. So we need to get those cleaned up here. I'm going to need these again, so go ahead and clean those while I'm at it. This one here. Now this time I'm going to use all 3 of the Snapdragons. Oh, hi, Mimi. I'm glad she could make it from Kansas. Let's see. Cheryl says she's working on our group cards. Oh, good. Okay. It's good to multitask. I do that when I watch videos too. So, okay, this is the card base. I'm going to first grab the big one. I'm going to get this one out too. I'm going to use the sponge daubers on this one. I'm not going to have to use them on the others. So I'm using crushed curry and lemon lime twist. This time I'm just going to have the flowers just plain be the crushed curry. Probably I could have done daffodil delight and crushed curry, but you'll understand why I didn't do the daffodil delight in a minute. Because I will be adding daffodil delight. I was afraid what I do later, I was afraid it was going to make it so you couldn't see the flower very well. So I'm just going to make it all crushed curry. But I'm using the sponge daubers because I am still wanting to do the leaves with the lemon lime twist. Oh, hi, Michelle. Glad you can make it. Okay, so now I'm going to put lemon lime twist on here. I'm going to twist that a little bit. Speaking of twist. There, because I think my sponge dauber was a little lopsided and it wasn't quite getting the top of those leaves. Okay, now I want the fold. Make sure when you do this, because I almost did a boo-boo, make sure that fold is on top. And you're going to stamp it over a little bit. You don't want to go all the way because I'm going to put a pink snapdragon over there on the left. Hold that down for a few seconds. There we go. Isn't that pretty in yellow too? Snapdragons come in all colors. But now I don't need to use sponge daubers because on these other two, we're not going to see the leaves. So I don't have to worry about doing the two different colors this time. So the small one, the smallest one, I'm going to do with real red. So we can grab this out. This one, I'm actually not using any of the Full of Life DSP, but I am still using the colors that come in the paper. So I'm going to put this next to it. As you can see, the leaves are down here. That's why I didn't bother. So I've got that one. Then I'm going to take the medium-sized one and grab Pretty in Pink. Let me go ahead and close this. Then I'm going to ink this up. And I go ahead and ink up the whole thing just to be on the safe side. I don't want to have any white space down here. And it is okay if they overlap a little bit. I want the pink one to be a little taller than the red one. There we go. That looks pretty good. So that's what you want that to look like. I'm going to go ahead and clean this off real quick. Fan it so it's dry by the time I'm ready. Okay. Now I'm going to stamp. No, actually, I'm going to do some I'm going to grab. This is still not dry. I had to turn off the dehumidifier so you guys could hear me, and it's getting humid down here again. Like I said, it's been so humid in Indiana lately. I'm ready for that to quit. Now I'm going to take Daffodil Delight. Oh, I just saw Tanya's. She said she's on the phone with her sister and she made a bunch of stuff while she was on the phone with her. You got to be productive. That's right. Okay, I'm going to take some Daffodil Delight ink. I'm going to kind of go off first to make sure it's not too dark and then go lightly on here. I'm just going to have like a yellow haze on these flowers. And this kind of makes it look like I'm putting another layer on this. You just keep doing it until it looks good to you. I think I need a little bit more right here. And I'm kind of lightly going out here just so it's a gradual going from yellow back to white again. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's get that yellow ink off of here. So there you go. Hopefully you see that. Oh yeah, you can see that. And now, oh, hi, Patty. Oh, you're working on 6 welcome autumn cards. Everybody's having some stamping fun. That's good. I like to hear that. Okay, now I'm going to take, oh, yeah, that's right. I need to die cut that. Oh, I've got one more thing to stamp. I'm going to grab the, on the outside, that is, the Inspired by You. I'm going to take my Lemon Lime Twist. I'm going to ink this all up. I'm going to put it above the red one. There we go. Ooh, there's a little thing on there. There we go. So that is ready to go, except we need to put the dragonflies and the sequins on there. But now I'm going to go ahead and make the inside. Let's see if I did one thing. Okay. I'm going to grab the big one. I'm only going to do 2 of them on the inside because I thought if I did this whole scene again, there's not going to be a lot of room to stamp to write a message inside. So take my crushed curry again. At this time, since the flowers are all just crushed curry, I'm not going to worry about cleaning it off. I just did that with the other one because it had 2 different colors on the petals. So once again, do the crushed curry. Not much of the green leaves show, but just in case I show more than what I did last time, I'm going to ink it up like I did on the front. Get my Lemon Lime Twist leaves on here. There we go. And I'm going to put this one over here on the left. Hold that down. This is the inside of the card. And then I'm going to take the short one for the real red. Make sure that's the one I definitely pick. Make sure I picked the right one. Where did the other one go? Oh, there it is. Yep, that's the one I want. This one with the real red. And it's going to be down here. There. So I thought that was plenty. If I did all three, there just wouldn't be enough room for the stamping. I'm also going to take this one again and get Petal Pink. I'm making a nice little scene here on the inside. I kind of had as much fun making the inside as I did the outside. There we go. Now, before I get ink where I don't want it, get this cleaned up again. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the Daffodil Delight again and put that nice little yellow haze on here. It's almost like the early morning sunshine, maybe. There we go for the inside of the card. So there's the inside all done. There's the outside, except we need the dragonflies die cut and we need the bling. So I'm going to go ahead, close this up, bring in the die cutting machine again. That out of the way. Okay, it's still set up for die cutting. Grab that piece where I stamped them all. Oh, there they are. I knew I put it over the side, forgot which side. Then we need the 2 dragonfly dies. Put this one here. And for those of you that are new, when I keep saying we, it's because I'm imagining you guys making it with me. I do that in my other videos. I always seem to talk in third person when I'm doing videos. It's gotten to be a habit. Okay. Then put this one in. Grab another standard cutting plate to put on top. Hopefully I got those lined up as at an angle and I couldn't tell. Oh, that's good. I was a little worried about the tail of my dragonfly. That worked out just fine. Let's see how I did this one. This one I think I got, and watch it not be right. Nope, that's good. Okay, get those dies put away so I don't lose those. Okay, now bring in my card base again. And I'm going to take these, and I wanted to still pop these up with dimensionals. So I'm going to grab my mini dimensionals this time. I love that we've got 2 different sizes. And with this one, I'm going to put one on the end of that wing. And then they're real close together, but I need one on the other end of the wing too, so it stays on really well. So that's where you put the dimensionals. And this one, I will just put one. And you need to be careful and kind of look at the flat sides to make sure that they're in the right places. If you have a point sticking out on a narrow part, you're going to see the dimensional on the other side because they just fit. That one I thought I might, oh, nope, I did fine. I thought I messed it up. So that's where those 2 dimensionals go. All right. I'm going to take the paper backings off. This one first. And I'm going to put this one down here. So this is why the dragonflies make it to where it's technically not just a 1-layer card. It's a 1-layer card until I put these on, because these are technically a 2nd layer, but I thought, I could have just stamped them on like I did here on the inside, but I wanted a little, I kind of liked them popped up a little bit. So there we go with that. Now I'm going to grab the bling. This time, since I like the yellow flower, plus I've got all that yellow ink background, I'm going to use the lemon lolly. And I don't know if you noticed, usually with embellishments, I use the putty side to scoop them up. With the sequins, I think it works better using the paper piercer. I'm going to grab a big one, put it right here, do another little grouping. Kind of like that. I'm going to grab another big one. Oop, that one stuck to my finger. There we go. But using the paper piercer, I can get that glue dot or the adhesive that's underneath up a lot better. There we go. When I try to scoop them up with this, sometimes I only get the sequin and I don't get the adhesive. And you definitely want the adhesive. So if you can believe it, that is card number 2. And there's just something about that one, even though it's mainly a one layer, I really like it. I like the little, just doing that little yellow around it kind of makes it look like it is another, layer. So you can definitely mail these with no problem. Oh, thanks, Becky. I'm glad you like it. Okay, we are ready for card number 3 already. This one has a few more layers to it. I kind of made up for only doing one layer. This one's got a lot. You can see all those pieces of paper in there. Okay. Oh, thanks, Robin. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks, Lynn. And Marlene, thank you. I don't know if I said hi to you, Marlene. Hi, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Cindy. Oh, is that yellow haze a new technique, Cindy? I'm glad I could show you something new. Every once in a while, I'll do that, and I really like that. A lot of times I'll do it with blues to have a blue sky, but the blue just wasn't going to look right. So I thought, okay, we can have like a sunny haze to the flowers. Makes me think of a summer morning. Oh, thanks, Polly. I'm glad you like it, Lauren. Okay, now this one is going to be a card base. It's Melon Mambo, 5.5 by 8.5. Now, this cardstock isn't too thick. You can definitely score. A lot of people like to score before they fold. I think because we didn't used to have a scoring tool back when I started making cards, I've just gotten used to not using one, but I definitely use it with thicker cardstock. There we go. So that's ready to go. Put that to the side. This is a 4 by 5.25 inch piece of basic white. This is the brand new, well, not brand new, it's brand new when the annual catalog came out in May. It's called So Swirly. It's one of our big ones. Now, this one is not a 3D. So let me show you. With this, when you emboss with just the regular embossing folders, you use the base platform, then a center cutting plate, your cardstock inside your embossing folder, and this goes right there. So that's a sandwich. Nice thing with our machine, it tells you the sandwiches you need in case you forget. Because when you're just getting it, that definitely comes in handy. But look how big this thing is. There we go. I almost didn't have the screen. But it's a 6 by 8.5 if I'm remembering right. So I could actually get 2 of these done at a time, which is helping out with the kits. I like that. Okay, and if you ever need to mass produce. Now, if you get the card kits, you're going to find 2 pieces of ribbon. They need to be cut in half. This one is where'd my sheet go? There we go. This is a 12-inch one. I need to fold it in half because we need 2 6-inch pieces. So I'm going to get those ends together and cut. Oh, and this ribbon, by the way, I used the petal pink version of it last week. This is the white one. It's called Petal Pink and White Diagonal Trim Combo Pack. So you get both ribbons in the pack. So there, now I've got our 2 6-inch pieces. So I'll put that other one away for another card. This one is an 8-inch piece. So you're going to cut it in half to get 2 4-inch pieces. So now that's ready for the card when we get there. Let's see. I think I want to do some more stamping. So I'm going to grab this piece. This is another big basic white piece that is a 8.5 by 5. So this is going to be enough to get all of your flowers and everything that you need to stamp done. I'm going to, I need to clean these off again because these are all, except that little one. That little one is still going to be real red, so I don't need to clean that one off. I do need to clean off the big one and the medium-sized one. And I'm not going to bother with sponge stoppers because this time I don't care if the leaves are the same color, and you'll understand why here in a minute. I'm going to take the big one, stamp it with Petunia Pop. Ink that up. Stamp it right here. Okay. Then the medium-sized one needs to be a Melon Mambo. That's this one. Oh, I am using Melon Mambo, so hopefully it will put a bunch of little grainy things on there. I think looks like I'm okay. That one on here. Oh, good. It's stamped just fine. Now I'm done with the Melon Mambo. Oh, no, I'm not, but I'll get that out in a minute. I just remembered I had something else. I'm going to grab the small flower. Get it with the real red. I'm actually going to stamp it upside down like this. There we go. So we've got the Petunia Pop, Melon Mambo, and real red. I'm going to bring in the 2 dragonflies again. Oops, I need to clean that. Forgot. I probably don't have to. They were pretty in pink. That's a lighter pink, but I'm still going to go ahead and clean them. Okay, so these are both going to be Melon Mambo. No, I take that back. This one is going to be Melon Mambo. So I'll stamp it up here. And then this one is, the last one's going to be Petunia Pop. I decided I wanted to have a different color for this one. There we go. Now to finish up the stamp, I'll put that to the side because that's going to be die cut. Now I want, where'd it go? Oh, there's my lemon lime. You can grab the lemon lime piece. This one is a 4 by 1 1/4. And I want the stamp that says, wishing you strength. The greetings on this in this set are really nice. I'm using real red. And I'm going to stamp it on the left side and kind of go up a little bit. I want it to be just a little bit higher. And the angle, hopefully I get this right. Oh, not too bad. So there we go. That is ready. And then the inside, just go ahead and get all the stamping done here. I'm going to grab, this is a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece. I'm going to grab the tall, there we go, one again. I should just let these open, but I forgot what I was doing on the inside. I only need to worry about the top because I'm going to make a little bitty border of snapdragons. So now I'm going to grab, what color was this one? This one was Melon Mambo, the medium-sized one. I think I'll make this a little bit smaller. Grab the real red one. I'm going to get that card base out of the way. Get those two out of the way before I ruin them. And then I've got the little one. Oh, I do. Okay. For some reason, that one looked bigger to me there for a second. I'm actually going to make the small one a little taller than that one. Do another Petunia Pop with the big one. So you just alternate them. I don't want to make it too tall because I still want to have room to write, so I'll make that one a little smaller. Then a Melon Mambo. Make this one a little taller. And this one's the real red one, just to finish off the edge here. There we go. That looks pretty good. I probably could have gotten them a little closer together down over here, but I think that looks fine. Get all that ink off of here. And now I am all done. Yes, I am. I'm all done stamping. So we get all the ink pads put away for the night. That to the side. And now there's some die cutting to do here. Actually, a little more die cutting than the other 2 cards. We need all of these little pieces. This is a piece. Isn't this pretty? I love this design. This is a 4 by 2 inch piece. We'll be putting that on here in a minute. But these are the ones we need for die cutting. This one is a real red piece that is a 3 by 3, so it's going to be enough for both cards. This one's going to be enough for both cards. It's a 3.5 by 3.5 square, and this is Petunia Pop, and it is a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Enough for both cards. So bring this back in. think first I'm going to go ahead and die cut these. They're already stamped. Oh yeah, the dies are over here. I've already used these, so they're over in my dish. This one's starting to warp on me. I might have to replace it. Actually, I can turn it over and that'll work. Okay, so get the image there in the opening. Hopefully I have enough tape over here. I might have to go get some more. You know what? I'll put that tape down here. I definitely want to use 2 pieces on these tall ones because one end can definitely move even though this one's taped down. Grab this one. My microphone always gets in the way when I'm doing my die cutting, especially on big pieces. But it's more important for you guys to see what I'm doing, but sometimes I mess it up. There we go. Put one there. Oops, sorry about that. Hit the camera. Then I need to grab this medium-sized one. Haven't used this one yet. Like I said, I'm using all of the dies. I've used all the stamps, and I'm going to use all of the dies except for the ones that are for blades of grass. I think I'm going to have to get a couple more pieces of tape for my dragonflies. So this is that Post-it tape I was talking to you about. Like I said, you can use the adhesive part of Post-it notes, and I think it was Paula that told me you can also use the low tack painter's tape. I used to use the blue painter's tape, and it worked, but sometimes it tore my cardstock. But the low tack, which is the yellow one, will work also, since it's not as sticky. Now I need to grab the 2 dies for the dragonfly. Flies. Get this microphone moved a little bit. There we go. I don't realize how much technical stuff I've got here in front of me, cameras and microphones, until I start making my stuff. And they get in the way sometimes. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I want to have them spaced enough apart that I can do them all at the same time. Because you don't want, like if some of these were too close together and the dies were overlapping each other, then I'd have to take one of the dies away because you don't want them overlapping because then it won't die cut part of it. Bring this out a little bit again. Put my other standing creme plate on top. Oop, it would help if I put the die plate back in. Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. I was showing you how to do that embossing folder and forgot that I took that out. So let me take this off, get that die plate back on there. You got to have the sandwich right. Because if you don't have enough pressure, then it's not going to die cut. Oops. Move that down a little bit. Now it's going to die cut. Oh, yeah, much better. I'd forgotten I took that away. All done with that. This one took a lot of tape, but that's okay. So I got this one ready. Oh, I've still got more to die cut. What am I talking about? I was thinking that's all I needed, but we've still got some more to do. So I still need that tape. So now we've got this one. You know, I'm going to put these pieces of tape there. Got that one. And my pretty petunia pop. I really like that. I'm so glad we've got that for 2 years. Hopefully, I'm going to miss it when it's gone, but I'm glad it's one of the new ones. There's that other dragonfly. Oh, here's this one I hadn't gotten out yet. Okay, so the other thing I have to do, bring this back in again. Oops, I'm going to put that in my dish. There we go. So those of you who were last week know I lost lost it for a few minutes. I found it. It was another dull die, so I'm making sure I get them all in my dish tonight. Okay, all set up for die cutting again. I need to grab those square pieces. I don't know if I can get all these on here at the same time. You know what? I can tell I can't. So we'll take the petunia pop one. We need these last 3 dies. The petunia pop one. Sorry, there we go. Now you can see them all. I'm going to go ahead and take them all off, but right now I'm going to be using the big one. So I'm going to put it here. I'm giving you plenty of cardstock, so you're going to be able to die cut another one if you get the card kits. Always want to make sure you've got plenty, especially if you're using a different bundle and you'll have a little more to play with. And I found out you only need to have this run through once. It die cuts really, really well. Sometimes the detail ones I like to go through a couple times, but this comes out and it's a lot easier to do. I'm going to grab, let's see, getting some things mixed up here. Those go in that dish. Here's my trash dish. If you keep it inside the die and then grab the die brush, have one on your, take your pick tool. In a weird angle here, let me move that. There we go. It's a lot easier to get those little pieces out if it's still inside that die. It helps support the cardstock. There we go. I've got one little piece. There we go. Then you can take it out of the die. There probably still going to be some little ones I need to poke out. But that took the vast majority of them out for me. I'll just take the paper piercer to the other end and get the rest of them out. And they are coming out super easy, so they were cut really good. They just don't like to let go sometimes. I remember we had some old dies that had all this detail, and it took forever to get them out. And now they seem to cut a whole lot better. So that one's ready to go. Now, this would look pretty all by itself, I think, but I'm going to be pairing it up with the ones I just stamped. Now, get this set up. I can do the other two, I think, at the same time. Get the Real Red and the Melon Mambo. I'm going to take the medium-sized one and put it on one side of the Melon Mambo, and the smaller one is on the other side of the Real Red. Get these all lined up here. Here's my standard cutting plate on top. Run it through. Oh, hi, Myra. Oh, no, I just saw you said prayer. I thought I said hi. Like I said, I have got quite a glare tonight. I must have this thing in a different spot because that light is making it really hard for me to see. I'm glad you're liking it so far. Okay, pop this back in the die again. Oh, where'd I put that brush at? There it is. Oops, I want my little dish. Kind of helps. I can use my trusty vacuum, ladybug vacuum, but it's because there's one less step. And this one, they didn't come out quite as easy with the brush, but they're still falling out. So I'm even picking them, pushing them out with my fingernail or thumbnail. And the little ones I definitely need to poke. They're a little too small for my thumbnails. Okay, that one's ready to go. And last but not least is my Melon Mambo one. Get that out. I must not have had that inside the die very well. But they're falling out, as you can see. Sometimes if you take your fingernail and your thumbnail and kind of scrape at them, the bigger ones come out, just doing that. And the ones that don't, you poke out. I want to show you how easy it is. I almost die cut these ahead of time. But sometimes you need to see how easy it is to get them all ready. So that didn't take me that long either. So there's the Melon Mambo one. But get these last little pieces, because they kind of stuck to my plate. My plate's got a ton of cuts in it. But I use them. I get as much good out of them as I can. Okay, now I'm done die cutting. We can start putting this card together. Oh, I want to grab my silicone mat. I'm going to bring all of these in. And then all the stamped versions. Now, there are different ways you can use these. Stamp the base like this, or I could take either this exact same color or a lighter purple, die cut it with, I said we'll go with the purple one. Let me get these out of the way. I could have just die cut with this, a piece of a lighter purple or the same petunia pop as the base. And then this one could go right on top. Now I kind of wanted a little more detail to it, so that's why I stamped them. So now there's a little white in them. It just kind of gives it a little more color. You could also just put these on. We've already just put the stamped ones on before, but these look pretty with just putting on white cardstock or whatever color you'd want to. But this is the way I'm going to do them on this one. I'm going to turn this around, grab my multi-purpose glue, and I'm only going to put glue on these bigger sections. There's some nice fatter sections here. The real narrow ones I'm not going to worry about. This will be enough glue to keep them together. Get a little bit more out. There we go. This is that one bottle I keep thinking it's going to run out, and it never does. It's like the never-ending glue bottle. Now, bring this back over. Oh, I think I need it a little bit. There's a fat spot. There we go. Now this one looks like I've got a little bit more of a glob right there, so I'm going to take a little bit off. And I kind of start here at the bottom. It doesn't line up perfectly, but that's what you're going for. So I like having a little bit of a white border there too. And with it being glue, you can still scoot it a little bit once you lay it down. Then when you've got it where you want it, then put the pressure on it, and then it's not going to move at all anymore. So there we go. So that is that one. I don't know if you can tell. Sometimes with the lighting in here, it's hard to see the dimension, but it looks really cool. So I'm going to grab the Melon Mambo one now. Oops, I didn't get that piece out. Do the same thing with this one. This one's got a few more big areas that I can put some glue on. Some down here. That's probably good. Maybe a little bit on the tip of this leaf because I don't want those folding up later. Oop, there's a spot I missed. Once again, I'm going to take a little bit of glue so I can tell I got a little too much. And this one goes on the Melon Mambo one. Once again, I'm going to start at the bottom. Kind of make sure that stem is in the middle of the stem. That kind of helps it line up. And just slowly lay the rest of it down. That looks good. So now I'm going to put some pressure on it. And now that one's all ready. And now we've got the red one. And I'm going to show you another way you can do this. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, a real thin layer. And I'm kind of taking the point of the bottle and smearing it without squeezing any more glue out. Then I can kind of brush this one on here. And that'll put glue on the back of this without putting too much on it. Line that stem up here at the bottom and then slowly put the rest of it together. That looks good, so I'm going to push it down. The one bad thing about doing it that way, especially with these detailed ones, you do get a little more glue on your fingers. So that's one drawback. I think I would probably still put little dots on it, but that is another way you can do it. Okay, put this over to the side. And now it is time to put this card together and get that glue off my fingers. I'm going to grab a baby wipe. Keep them handy for times like that. I've definitely got too much glue on my fingers now. Okay, that feels a lot better. Oh yeah, that feels a lot better. Okay. Let me bring this in. I'm going to take this 4x2 inch piece of the Full of Life DSP. This side would work too for that matter, but I kind of like the other side better. Grab my seal. And this is another one I thought was going to run out last week, and it's not even running out there. I've got to refill this time in case it happens. So this is going to go along the bottom, but I'm still going to leave some white, like a white border, narrow border along the bottom. Okay. Now I'm going to take that lemon lime piece that I put the sentiment on. You know what? I'm not going to do that just yet. That's right. I don't want to do that yet. I almost did a boo-boo. Now I'm going to take this middle one, put some adhesive on it. And once again, I'm just going to lay this down because when I first made the card, I had to move it again. So I'm just going to tap it just a little bit. So it's just holding on a little bit. I'm going to take the red one. And put this on. I'm going to angle it a little bit. This bottom part is going to be covered up. So we don't need to worry about how it looks here. Remaining looking up here. I'm going to tap that down. Put some glue on here. I'm going to angle this one out a little bit. Now they look pretty centered. I think that's the way I'm going to like it. This is going to go on right here in the middle of, actually up a little bit higher. It's going to be a little bit wider down here. That looks pretty good, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and push these down. I'm going to put the adhesive on here. So go up a little bit. So the bottom part is probably almost double width. Maybe bring it down a little bit more. There we go. I looked at my original quick. Push that down. Now grab your ribbons. And I'm going to grab the longest one here. I'm going to get my tear and tape. Get a couple pieces out. You always want to make them longer than the width of the ribbon. And it's going to go right along the bottom of the green. There we go. And it's also going to cover up part of that DSP. That's why you don't want that right in the middle. I'm going to make sure I've got enough on both ends hanging over. Get this first side lined up where I want it. And when I put this on, I want to make sure that I don't go past that corner. I meant for it to go straighter than that, but that's still going to work. Well, I must have gotten ink on there when I had it on the glass mat. Glad I didn't get it on the front. Get this nice and straight. This one. Make sure I have don't go past that corner. That one I got a little straighter. That's the more the way I would want it, but that's still going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive in the other areas where I need it. And grab my take your pick tool. I want to make sure this is pushed down really good because I don't want to bring up that adhesive. I'm going to go here in the middle and kind of go back and forth until I can tell I've just got the paper. And I'll do the same thing over here. And since I did angle this one a little bit, I'm going to put a little bit right there. Now this will go on like so. Okay, I can go ahead and put this on. So this is that 4-inch piece. I'm going to thread it underneath the one that's attached. And I'm just going to tie it on with a single knot. Like so. Grab my scissors. Well, where'd I put? There they are. Cut these down a little bit, cutting the ends at an angle. And the nice thing about doing it this way, you use less ribbon, but I can also scoot this if I want it in a different spot. But I do want it more on the right side. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in the last stamped pieces we have left. Got the dragonflies. I'd like to pop those up last time, so I'm going to do it again. I'm going to turn this one over. Have the flat areas of the dimensional on the top and bottom. I think that makes it work a little bit better on these wings. Well, I've got that one ready. I might as well put it on the card. Those paper backings off. And I'm going to put this one on at an angle here in this empty spot. That looks good. Turn this one over. And we'll just put one on each end of the wings here. So one right there. And then another one right here. I lightly put that down to make sure I'm not seeing on the outside, and I'm not. So I'm going to push it down the rest of the way. Take the paper backing off of this one. And I'm going to put this one up here, like so. And now it's time for the bling. So grab those sequins again. I'm going to use the Melon Mambo ones. So the only ones I didn't use were the pumpkin pie. When I definitely could have, because that color is in the paper. But I ended up not using any of the ones that had the pumpkin pie, except maybe the first card. Some of the circles are pumpkin pie. But this time I'm going to not use the rule of using odd numbers. I'm still going to use 2 of each color like I did the others, but I'm going to kind of separate them. When I put just 3 groupings down on here, it didn't look like enough. Then when I did 5, it didn't look right. When I took one away, then I liked it. So I'm going to put one there. Then grab a small one and put it about right here. Grab another small one. Oop, right there. Just grab that one. Oop, you know what? That one doesn't have a glue dot. I'll have to mess around with that one later. Then I'm going to put this one right here and then grab another big one. And get a hold of it. I'm going to put it down here. And definitely you can add more if you want to. But there is the last card. So I'll bring them all in. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's class. I'm going to sit down so I can see your comments because I know I've missed a bunch and I will come back and read them. Oh, hi, Anne. I'm glad you got to make it. Okay. Oh, thanks, Paula and Lauren. I'm glad you like it. Polly. You made it a little late, Anne, but that is okay. Like you've always said, you can watch the replay. I'm glad you could make it and to say hi, though. I'm glad. Oh, you like this one? Is this one your favorite, Robin? Good. I'm glad you like it. I do have to admit, I like it was in between these two for my favorites. But yeah, I like the way those Snapdragons look. They could actually probably pass as hydrangeas almost too. Not quite. They definitely look like Snapdragons. Thanks, Marvin, Paula. Oh, good. I'm glad you like all 3 of them. Yeah, the colors, I agree, Maya. They're really bright, cheery colors. I really like them too. I think I kind of like this one because I like having a little bit of yellow, but the yellow just wasn't working with the other 2. But I still really like how they all turned out. And I got to use Petunia Pop on 2 of them. That's one of my new favorite colors. Not my favorite, but I really like it a lot. Oh, Jamie said the third card's her favorite too. Well, good. I'm glad you guys like it. I never know which one's going to be the favorite. Everybody has different tastes, so I'm really glad you guys are liking them. Okay. Well, oh, let me get my camera back down. I had to move it. Okay. Switch back to me. So I'm glad you guys could make it. We've got the door prize to do. So for those of you that weren't on at the beginning, I do a door prize. I do one that's for the live, everybody that watches live, and one that's for the people that watch live and the people that watch the replay. So I'll show you those here in just a minute. But what you're going to want to do, let me hide this, put this one up. See where it says hashtag door prize there at the bottom of the screen? That is the way you want to type that in your comments. If you have to live in the United States, and if you want to be in the drawing, then do a hashtag door prize. Comment that. You've got a few more minutes to do it because I'm going to tell you about the class. There's always a delay, so I want to tell you about this now. Then I'll talk about the class, and that'll give everybody a chance to get the hashtag door prize in. So if you haven't done it yet, if you did it at the beginning of the video or any time during the video, you're good. You're in the drawing. But anybody that came in later, make sure you do that hashtag door prize. You'll probably see some of them in the comments where you're watching, but you can also do it just like you see it there on the screen. Okay, now you've seen me make the cards. I'm going to tell you, for those of you that just came on that haven't done my card class at homes before, tell you how they work. Now, where did I throw those card kits? I usually throw them over to the side. Oh, my goodness. I know they're here. Oh, they're right here in front of my face. I put a bunch of stamps on them. Okay. It's hard for me to do things without you guys knowing what I'm doing because I've got this big long table to stretch across. So if you place a $40 order before shipping and tax, and if you use your bonus day coupons, it has to be after you take those off. So once you get your coupons redeemed and before shipping and tax, you look at that total. It has to equal at least $40 using the host code that you see right there. You will get the card kits to make 2 each of the cards here tonight. I do the embossing for you and any die cutting that needs to be done with a die set that's not part of the featured bundle. And I get the ticker going again. And you've got until next Wednesday, which will be August 14th, to place that order. And it's midnight your time zone because I don't place the order till the next day. So midnight your time zone, get that order with that host code. Then if you bump it up to $50 order after your coupon and before shipping and tax with the host code, you will also get the shiny sequins. Now the sequins are not in these card kits. So if you want the sequins, you'll need to pop it up to $50 order so you can get these also. And I'll be mailing these out. I think that's the 19th. Yes, August 19th to the 21st is when I'll be mailing these out. Now, if your order happens to be $150 before shipping and tax and after you redeem the coupons, then you'll get Stampin' Rewards from Stampin' Up. So take that host code off. If you use the host code, you won't get the rewards, and I don't want you to miss out on that. So if after you take off your coupons and before shipping and tax, if the total is $150 or more, take that host code off. You'll still get all of these for free from me, and you'll also get Stampin' Rewards from Stampin' Up. So I don't want you to miss out on that. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be watching the comments. I can watch them a little better now that I'm not making cards. But I promise I will go back. If you had a question during the class, I will go back and look at all the comments and answer them. If you're watching on YouTube, the live chat, I'm not allowed to comment in the live chat anymore once the video's over. So I will answer your question down below in the video description. Give me a couple days to be able to do that. And then on Facebook, I will just reply back to your comment. Facebook is a little easier, but YouTube, but it's still doable. You'll just have to look at the video description. Okay. Well, I've got it down in my hand. Everybody did the hashtag door prize here tonight. It's going to be in the drawing for these. These are the iridescent faceted gems. These are one of my favorites. I love this one so much. And if you wanted to, I have never done it with these yet, just because I love the way they look without doing anything. But if you want these to be a color, you can definitely take, actually, maybe I have done them before, take a Stampin' Blend and color on them. But since these are faceted and have a little texture to them, kind of pounce on them with the brush tip of your Stampin' Blend so you don't tear up your blend. But that'll change the color for you. And it'll still have that iridescent look to it, though. But that's for everybody that's watching live here tonight. And I will do the drawing here in just a second for that. And everybody that's done the hashtag door prize here during the live, and everybody that does it during the replay, will get put in the drawing for these swirl dots. These are part of that latte suite. And I will announce the winner for this in a live that's 2 weeks away. I won't be doing a live next week because I won't be home to do any lives. So at that retreat I was telling you about at the beginning of the video. Can't wait. I'm so looking forward to that. But this, I will do the drawing. So that'll be 2 weeks from tonight. So that will be the 22nd, I do believe, of August for this. So that you've got a couple weeks for this one. But you still have to do hashtag door prize, so I know you want to be put in the drawing. Okay, well, I think that has probably given you guys enough time. I don't think I've seen any more pop up lately. There are quite a few that popped up, and now it's slowed down. So let's go ahead and start. First off, before I get going here, get my Post-it notes out and my pencil. Got to get ready. Okay. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, congratulations, Marva. I think it's been a while since you've won, but I'm pretty sure I've got your address. I'm sure I do. So congratulations. I don't think you've won for a little while anyway. I know you've won before, but it's been a while. But I'm pretty sure if you've won before, I definitely have your address because I put them in a spreadsheet so I don't lose them. So congratulations, Marva. You've got the iridescent, like I said, one of my favorites. I love that set a lot. So it's got your name on there. So I'll get those mailed out to you. And I will mail out the door prizes that went, the people that went here tonight. I'll mail those out the beginning of next week. Okay. Well, I'll bring the cards in one more time. So if you can't remember everything I said on how to get the card kits free, just click that card class at home link down below in the video description on YouTube and click the learn more button on Facebook and click on the one that says get free stuff when you order from me. And that'll give you all the information for this class. And this one is good through the end of the day, August 14th. That'll be next Wednesday. Okay, well, that is it, guys. Time to call it a night. Hope you guys enjoyed the class. Thank you all for coming. It was a lot of fun. Let's see. I'm seeing a bunch of congratulations. Yeah, I love them too, Marva. Congratulations. I will get those out to you. So I will see you guys next week. Stay safe and have a great weekend. Bye, guys.